Let me teach you how this goes. Okay. So it's all about gratitude today. I'm going to be talking about kindness, but kindness and gratitude kind of go together to me. I'll sing it through to you once, then I'm going to show you the motions. Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. And then I just say, I'm so grateful, yeah. I'm so grateful. 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 All right, you ready to move a little bit? You've been probably sitting too long. Here we go. Go like this. Gratitude before me, behind me. Gratitude behind me, to the left. Gratitude to the left of me, to the right. Gratitude to the right of me, above me. Gratitude above me, below me. Gratitude below me, within me. Gratitude within, all around me. Gratitude all around. Just do this, and then you open up and say, I'm so grateful. Then to yourself, I'm so grateful, right to your heart. Always giving yourself credit. Now to the people you love, you want to put it on gallery view. You can see everybody singing to you. I'm so grateful. To yourself, so grateful. To the people you love, I'm so, okay, you got it? All right, here we go. Put a little oomph. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude. Oh, I love seeing you all singing with me. So grateful. So fun. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Every day I'm grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Now put your hands over your heart and close your eyes for just a moment. And I want you to just visualize. Just picture all the people in your life that you're grateful for. See their little faces in your mind's eye. It could be your doggies and your kitties. It could be where you live. It could be this community, people you work with, people in your house. Just give them some gratitude. Just send some love. Sing it again. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Yeah. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around. You can spin around if you want. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. So grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Stretch. Just say, I'm so grateful. To yourself. Give yourself a little hug. People you love. I'm so grateful, grateful. Just open your arms wide, open up that heart chakra. Just saying, I'm so grateful. If you want to take a moment to write in the chat what you're grateful for right now, today, if you feel like doing that, just do that. Just say, I'm grateful for what? This community, that we all get to sing on Zoom together. What a concept. Good job, everybody. Thank you all. Thank you for having me, David. It's so great to be here with your wonderful community. I was down there a while ago. I love the fact that we're in the same area in the same time zone. This is fabulous. So are you ready to sing a little bit? I'm going to give you another song here. What my talk is about here today goes like this. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Now, everyone has a story. Everyone has pain. When we strip away our masks, we find that we're really all the same. It's those little things we say and do that can mean so much. It's a smile, a connection, a simple love and touch. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling. It lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. Oh, wait, my path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness, and I practice it every day. Now, today I'm gonna ask myself, what more can I do to be a radiant child of God and let my love shine through? I'm gonna let my heart be my guide to give the best of me. I'm gonna share my love, share my joy, give it boundlessly. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. It's time to blow. Every day. And it matches my outfit. It's so important. Well, now, Jack and Jill went up the hill to fetch a pail of water. Then Jack fell down and broke his crown. Jill came running after. She said, Jack, tell me, what can I do to help ease your mind? He said, hold my hand and just be kind, and oh, I'll be fine. My religion is kindness. My church is nature. My God is a feeling that lives so deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path's forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. My religion is kindness, and my church is nature. My God is a feeling, lives so deep inside. My job is to be conscious. My path is forgiveness. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness. I'm gonna practice it every day. Every day. My religion is kindness. Can I hear an amen? If you're sitting at home, just go, amen, girl. You say it. You say it. You talk about that. Oh, I'm gonna practice it every day. Are you gonna practice it with me? I hope so. Amen. And the crowd goes wild with applause. So I was complaining to somebody, I was complaining to a friend of mine that it's like one of the things about Zoom is that like I haven't heard applause in 8 months, 9 months. So she got me an applause button. Isn't this great? It's like the no button, but every time you feel like you need applause, you just walk by it and go, thank you. No, please, sit down. No. Oh, the things we do. So how are you? Are you good? So my religion is kindness, and I practice it every day, the words to that song. And it's a practice. I don't know about you, but I don't wake up every morning always just going, I love everybody. There are moments that I don't. There are moments that I have to practice this. But that is why we talk about a practice. It's something that every day you bring yourself back and you do. You bring yourself back. You know, this is, some of you might know my song, You Are the Face of God. You are the face, and this is God. And so I do this a lot when I sing. I do this. Because what happens is a lot of times in life, we kind of go like this. We kind of go off track. And if you can just gently bring yourself back, and that's what a practice is that you don't beat yourself up and say, oh, I've gone off track again, and oh, I'm an idiot. You just say, oh, no, come back to center. So that song, My Religion is Kindness, came from the Dalai Lama because I found this quote from him that said, this is my religion. There is no need for temples, No need for complicated philosophies. Our own brain, our own heart is our temple. And the philosophy is kindness. And I don't know about you, but it feels to me like in this world right now, especially in this country, this is what we need. And I am on a mission. I am on a mission to be an ambassador of kindness. I feel like I want to have all my songs and all my talks just keep coming back to this concept of love, generosity, gratitude, kindness. And it's something we all know. You know, we know about, oh, yes, I should be kind to everybody. But my talk today, I just want to remind you about some deeper parts of how fabulous kindness can be and how, when we are kind, it heals the world. Heals the world. So speaking of the world, I read a story of kindness in this pandemic. And I read this story about this little girl in Belgium. She's 4 years old. And when the pandemic hit, she was really affected and touched by the fact that there were so many people in her community that had nobody visiting them and they were completely alone. And so at 4 years old, she decided, this is my mission. I'm going to make little drawings and write letters every day to these people and deliver them. And so she would do this. She would make these, little colored pictures for these people and go deliver them. But she said to her mother one day, she said, this just isn't right. It doesn't feel official enough to me. I feel like I'm doing Shirley Temple now. It doesn't feel official enough to me. I need to be wearing what a postman wears. I need to be like an official postman. So her mother thought this was so adorable, and she wrote to the local post office and told them what her daughter was doing and said, is there any way we could get a little, postal sack for her or something like that? And so the post office delivered in a big way. They had someone make an outfit for her. Look at this. She's in her little outfit delivering her letters every day. And this is her little official outfit. And she said, the quote that I love is she said, she takes occasional breaks from the jungle gym, but at the end of the day, she knows that her work has made a difference. She's tired, but very happy. Little kindnesses, little. I ran into a friend of mine the other day, a musician, at a local grocery store. And it was so sweet because I saw him and I started to wave to him, and then I realized, oh, he works here. And I could see that he was a little ashamed. And, I went up and said hello to him, and he was telling me about how when the pandemic hit, like myself, and all of our gigs just went out the window, and all of a sudden you don't have a job and you have no gigs. And he needed to make money right away for his family. And he looked all over the place trying to get a job, and he was trying to see how I could make how he could make money as a musician, but he wasn't finding anything to be able to make something right away. So he took this job at a local grocery store, and the only position they had was the guy who wipes down the carts. And at the beginning, he felt really ashamed, like, oh God, this is my life now. This is what I'm doing. But he all of a sudden got, how you can get an enlightenment like that? Like all of a sudden you just have one of those aha moments. He had some woman come in, and he locked eyes with her, and he just decided in that moment he was just overcome with just this wave of wanting to just really reach out in love and in kindness to her. And she did her shopping, and she came out of the store, and she saw him again. He was just gathering all the carts from the parking lot. And she walked up to him and she said, no one's talked to me. I'm not talking to anybody. I'm alone. I'm in my house. The only time I come out of my house is to come to this store and get groceries. And you're the first person who actually talked to me and asked me how I was and really was there listening to see what I was going to say. And she said, I can't thank you enough for that. And he told me this story, and of course we were both like, and he said, I love this job. This is what I'm supposed to be doing right now. He said, I can bring my heart to anything I do. And right now, this is what I'm supposed to do, to just show up at this store and say to someone, how are you? And we have no idea. We have no idea what their story is. We have no idea of what their life is, if they live with somebody, if they're fine, if their family has died from COVID. I mean, we have no idea what's going on with so many people. But that's what this talk is about today, is just reminding us that it's the smallest things. It's the smallest things we do that can make a difference. But it starts with us. It starts with being kind first to us. You know, when you think about a story like that, you think, oh yeah, it's easy for me to be kind to other people. But my question is for you today is, how kind are you to yourself? How often do you just give yourself so much love and kindness? What do you do with that inner critic voice that comes up and goes, oh, you're too fat, and you're this, and Do you wake up in the morning and you walk into the bathroom and look at yourself in the mirror and go, oh my God, did you get more beautiful overnight? What is the deal? Look at this body. Oh my, look at this gorgeous functioning body. Did you do that today? Show of hands. Show of hands. I'm on gallery view. I'm seeing y'all. I'm seeing those of you who are cringing right now and trying to sneak underneath the radar of the box. That's what it comes down to, y'all. It comes down to, what are the first things that you say to yourself in the morning? Do you wake up and you feel good about yourself, or do you criticize? Does that inner critic come in? So I am a fan of making a practice of a few things. When I talk about practice, I'm sure many of you have a spiritual practice of, of reading or meditating or whatever. And I would like to invite you all to include that you use music in that practice in the morning, that maybe you wake up with a song that is going to say, you're beautiful, or, life is great, or today is going to be a great day, whatever it is. Now, I learned, this is one of my favorite stories to always share. I learned about the power of this, the very first thought that you get in the morning, when I was in a hotel and the alarm clock radio went off and I heard Linda Ronstadt singing to me, "You're no good, you're no good, you're no good, baby, you're no good." And then she goes, "I'm gonna say it again, you're no good, you're no good, you're no good." So what do you think I'm hearing all day long as I'm doing any of my tasks? You're no good, you're no good, you're just really no good. And we have to counterbalance that voice. We have to turn around and go, I am so good, okay? I am like so good. So actually that critic voice, in all my women's retreats, I talk about this a lot. So that critic voice is always there. It's always ready to say something. And when that critic voice comes in, what it does is it keeps us in this place like this. You're just so involved in yourself, in your little world of like, oh, I'm not good enough and I better try harder and I'm not perfect. And it keeps us from opening up and seeing other people and being kind and feeling what other people are going through. So one of my favorite things to do is to think about your critic and you say, I know you are there. I hear what you say, but that is not my truth today. Okay, I want you all to practice that. You're on gallery view, I can see you. I want you all to do a little attitude thing for me. Go. So, I know you are there, and I hear what you say, but back off. That is not my truth today. And we have to do that. We have to do that. We have to claim back our power to be able to be kind to ourselves. Because when that critic is coming in, it's like a sabotage. It's like, imagine if you had a hose and the water was running and you stepped on that hose. That's what happens when you let your critic get in the way. Because all of a sudden that life force of the water, of that hose, that life force of water going through, it gets stepped on and all of a sudden it stops. But when we can allow ourselves to be sweet to ourselves, to be kind to ourselves, to be gentle with ourselves. Ooh, song title, okay, why not? I wasn't going to do this, but I'm going to do it. So, that's interesting. I just learned that my keyboard turns off after 20 minutes. So, sing this with me. I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. That's the whole chant right there. Just say, I will be gentle with myself. I will be gentle with myself, and I will hold myself. I will hold myself like a newborn baby child. Now put your hand on your heart and say, I will be tender. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. I will hold my heart. I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. You got it. I will be tender with my heart. I will be tender with my heart. And I will hold my heart like a newborn baby child. Now listen to this next line. This next line says, I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. So that means if you're scared about something, you get to really just check in with your heart and say, am I ready to do this? I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. Can you sing that line with me? I will only go as fast as the slowest part of me feels safe to go. 'Cause now I know I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. This is for your critic. I will be easy on myself. I'll love myself. Love myself like a newborn baby child. Sing that again. Easy. I will be easy on myself. I will be easy on myself. Love myself. Love myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. I love myself. Love myself like a newborn baby child. I am gentle with myself. I am gentle with myself. And I love myself like a newborn baby child. And I hold myself like a newborn. And I hold myself like a newborn baby child. And I love myself. I love myself like a newborn baby child. So that's what it's really about, is that when you can be that gentle and that sweet to yourself, that's when miracles can happen. That's when spirit can come in. That's when your creativity blooms. You know, I wrote that little chant after I did something really stupid. And I called a girlfriend of mine and said, oh my God, you wouldn't believe this stupid thing I did. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe I'm such an idiot. Why did I do that? And she said, stop. She said, I will not let you talk to my friend that way. I was like, okay. And we need to do that to ourselves. We also need to empower our friends to do that to us, to say, stop doing that. And so she did that. She said, would you ever imagine speaking to a child the way you're speaking to yourself right now? I mean, ask yourself that question. Some of the things we say to ourselves, would you ever imagine talking to a child that way? Of course not. But we do it. We get in a habit of it. We just say these things like, oh, you idiot, you can't. So I immediately, when I got off the phone from her, I immediately put my hand on my heart. I started to rock myself. And that song was plopped out in just a minute because it was just what I needed to hear, that I will be gentle. I'll hold myself. I'll rock myself. You know, one of the spiritual practices that I always talk about in any talk I do is the idea that first thing in the morning, you know, you could do this every morning while you have your coffee or something, but you do this at some point in the morning where you put your hand over your heart and you say, what does my heart have to say today? What does my heart have to say? And you listen. You get quiet enough. You get still enough and you hear what your heart has to say. And you say that, it's even really great to do it like in this little voice, like, what does my heart have to say? Do it like you're 5 years old. What is your little heart saying? You know, I'll tell you a fast story. I mean, I got this idea from years ago. I was part of a theater troupe, and I went around to all the pediatric wards in the Bay Area with this little puppet show. And my character in this show was called Dr. Heart. And I had heart shoes and heart smock and heart earrings and a heart hat. Everything was a heart. But my job in this show was to go around to all the children that were hooked up to IVs and just, they were so sick, and it was just, but it was just the kids in the room. But my job was to take my stethoscope and put my little stethoscope on their heart and say, what does your heart have to say today? And these little lammy poos would look up at me with these big eyes and just say, my heart is scared because I'm just so afraid of what's going to happen, or my heart wants to just go out and play, or my heart is heavy because my parents are so worried. But I gave them the opportunity to say what was on their heart. And that's what I think is so important, that we do that every day, to just unfiltered, allow whatever comes up. Don't let your mind get in the way, because your mind's going to go, oh, my heart said I didn't want to do that meeting this afternoon, but I have to do that. Allow it to come up. Just allow it to come up. Because when you do that, you're being kind to yourself, to just to allow your feelings to be there. So what does my heart have to say? And when you do that, when you start your day in that way, it sets the tone for you to be in touch, to be present with yourself. Now, I want to go back to what I was talking about just a moment ago of when you are kind to yourself first, the difference it can make in the world and how you can heal the world. And I think one of the biggest things I've found in all the years that I've been doing women's retreats, and I think it's true for men as well, is how much we place on our body and what we look like, and all that we keep ourselves in this little spiral. And the idea of being kind to yourself on all levels is so important. And this story that I'm going to tell you is, there was this woman that was a nurse in Kansas City. And I read this story about her, and I was so touched by this, because it was the ultimate act of loving kindness to yourself. And so this woman was a nurse, and she got diagnosed with ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease. And because she was a nurse, she knew exactly what was going to happen to her. Now, this person had always hated her body. She had had polio as a child, and she was overweight. She just always just hated her body, just did not have one good thing to say about it. And when she got this diagnosis, she said, it is my job before I go to love this body. I mean, it was absolutely her commitment to love her body. And she's developed this little game that she started, that she had to stand in front of the mirror every day naked and say good things about her body. Now, can any of you do that? Can any of us do that? Lisa's going, no. But this was her job. She said, I was every day for 10 minutes, just stand there, look at my body, and come up with a list of things that were good. Well, what happened at the beginning? All she could see was the negative. That's all it was negative, negative, negative. Then eventually she got to a point, time marched on, and now she's in a wheelchair, and she's wheeling herself in front of that mirror naked. And one day, again, like that epiphany that happens, one day she looked at her body and said, wow, I really like my hands. And my hair is really pretty. I like my hair. And eventually that long list of negatives turned into a list of positives. She started to see the miracle of her body, the beauty of her body, the fact that this body, as much as it had had all these physical ailments, had carried her all these years. And the miracle of the story, the reason I share it with you, is because through that act of kindness to herself and gratitude, she cured herself of ALS. She's one of a handful of people. Her name is Evie McDonald. You can look her up. And she cured herself of this. When this happened, she said, I have a new mission in life. She became a minister, and with the message of gratitude and self-love. And I was lucky enough to meet her. I was at a conference, and they asked me if I could go and sing in front of this keynote speaker in another building. I said, yeah, sure, fine. I ran over there and met her, and I had written a song about her, and I sang her this song, and we've been friends ever since. But she's an amazing story of that. So you think about your little things about, oh, my thighs are too big. Or really, it's like, give me a break. You know, self-love. That's what it comes down to. So the other part of this, too, is when we give ourselves that self-love, that's when we're more present. That is truly when we are more present to the world. I love this. Be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a hard battle. Be kind to everyone, because you don't have no idea. You know, I wrote about this in my newsletter this last month, that I was getting my hair done recently, and I was sitting there with, yes, I color my hair. And I was getting my hair done in my friend's hair salon, and I had the goop on my hair, and I'm sitting there for 30 minutes. But I'm listening to the conversation that's happening 6 feet away from me, and it's this elderly woman talking to my friend Anne, who owns the salon, about how her husband was diagnosed with cancer, and how she's so alone in this, that she is, dealing with him and the stress of all this and COVID, and she doesn't have enough help and all this stuff. And my friend did the most beautiful thing. She just kept saying, tell me more. What else? And she let this woman just talk and get all of this out while she kept working on her hair. And at the end, she was all coiffed and perfect, and she walked out, and I just thought, no one knows what's going on with her because she looks just perfect. But the gift that my friend Anne gave her was that gift of being present. Don't you find that when someone really listens to you, I mean really listens, that's the greatest gift that you could have? When they're fully present, when they're just fully present to you. So I think that one of the things that's the most important thing we can do right now in this reminding you about kindness is to remember that we have no idea what anyone's going through, and how we can, just by showing up and being sweet and taking that extra moment to say hello to someone or open up a door or whatever it is, that's when you make the difference. So another story for you. There was a man who was having lunch one day, and he noticed a woman sit down next to him in the next booth, and she was all coiffed like the lady I just told you about. She was all perfect. She was an older woman. She had a little carnation, and he just had this inclination. He wanted to get up and go to her table and just say how nice she looked. But just as he was about to do that, her family came in, and he immediately went, I shouldn't do anything. And he sat back down. And that's what we do a lot of times. We don't trust that original feeling of doing something, where we'll get shy or we'll think, it's inappropriate. But in this case, he did. He sat back down. He had his lunch. And just as he was about to leave, he walked by her. And, because the grandkids were there, and there was just like a bunch of people, and he just felt shy about saying anything. But he walked by her, and something made him stop. And this is where I think God comes in. This is where Spirit comes in. Something made him stop and go back. It was like a little tap on the shoulder going, no, go back. It's uncomfortable, but just go do it. And he came back, and everyone was talking, and he felt really shy. But he said, excuse me, I don't mean to interrupt. But he looked at the woman. He bent down a little bit, and he said, I just needed to tell you this. I hope this isn't embarrassing for you, but I just had this feeling. I wanted to tell you how beautiful you look today. The color you're wearing just makes your eyes just pop out, and you just look beautiful, and your carnation's beautiful. And I just wanted to tell that to you, that you just really look lovely. And then he kind of started back away and said, okay, go about your business. And she goes, no, come back. Don't go yet. Come back. And she said, I know you. And he said, oh no, we've never met. I just wanted to say this to you. She goes, no, I know you. She said, today is the 1-year anniversary of my husband passing. And these are my grandkids and my children coming together to celebrate me that I've done okay for this year. And what you just said to me is exactly what my husband would have said. So we never know. We never know where our kindness is going to lead, what it means. And you know, it's Valentine's Day very soon. The month of February, tomorrow, will it be February 1st tomorrow? Yes, it is. February 1st is tomorrow. I'd like to offer a challenge to all of you, all of us, to make this whole month be the month of love, be the month of kindness, be the month of being just aware of the smallest acts you can do that will be kind to someone. I mean, it could be writing little love notes and putting them on cars, car windows, or calling someone you haven't talked to for a while. Or even within your community, think about, are there some people that are on this call right now that are just by themselves, that really could use some flowers put on their doorstep, or a call, or whatever it is. And also kindness to yourself. What can you do for yourself that would be so sweet? To give yourself a dozen roses. Don't wait for someone else to give it to you. What can you do for yourself? I love this little reading. As the world fights to figure everything out, I am going to be holding doors for strangers, letting people cut in front of me in traffic, saying good morning to everybody I see, keeping babies entertained in long grocery lines, stopping to talk to someone who I feel might be lonely, tipping generously when I go out to eat, waving at police, sharing food, giving children a thumbs up, being patient with sales clerks, smiling at anybody, and buying a stranger a cup of coffee. Why? Because I will not stand to live in a world where love is invisible. So join me in showing kindness, understanding, and judging less. Be kind to a stranger. Give grace to friends who are having a bad day. Be forgiving with yourself. And if you can't find kindness, then be kindness. So what I'd love for you to do actually is put it in gallery view right now. So we can look around at this sweet community that you have created. Because it's all about connection. That's the biggest form of kindness we can have. Brene Brown said, we are wired for connection. And Maya Angelou said, continue to be who and how you are, to astonish a mean world with your acts of kindness. Because you are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. That's the whole thing. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Now I see some of you doing the sign language. So if you want to do that, it goes like this. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart as and you scoop that person's essence into your heart. You are a part of me, your part and my part coming together into my heart. You are the face of God. So I invite you, if you can, to put this on gallery view and pick someone in your community to just sing this to. You can even pin their video. That makes it be that you just see them, but you can just pick a few people and just sing to them and just say, you are the face of God. Just look at them. They're going to feel it. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. are the face of love. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are my family. You are the face of love. Sing that again. You are the face of love. I hold you in my heart. You are my family. You are the face of love. Let's go back to the face of God. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. Sing it one more time. You are the face of God. I hold you in my heart. You are a part of me. You are the face of God. So I want to invite you to do something this week. Answer this question. Put your hand on your heart, first of all, and just go with the first thing that your heart says. If I were kind to myself this week, I would what? It's the first thing that comes up. If I were kind to myself, what would I do? Just one thing. What is one thing you can do for yourself this week? All right, now the next question. If I were kind to someone else, just think of one person or one place. If I were kind to someone else this week, what is one thing I would do for them? Take the first thing that comes up. And don't be surprised. It could be something out of the blue, like, really? I'm supposed to call this person I haven't talked to for so long? What is it? One thing. And the last question. If I could do one act that is kind to the world, to your community, what would that be? One thing. To yourself, to someone you love, someone you care about, to a greater organization or the world, what would that be? Because we're here to be kind to each other. That's all it is. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I and you and us be happy. So be kind to yourself, be kind to the world. And thanks for listening. So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful for all that I have. Yeah. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. That's the whole thing. Sing with me now. I am so blessed. I am so blessed, so grateful. I am so grateful for all that I have, for all that I have. So blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. You got it. Sing it out now. I am so blessed, so blessed. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for all that I have, for all that I have. I'm so blessed, so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I'm so grateful. I am so grateful for all that I have. Yeah. I am so blessed. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Just that last line. I am so grateful. Yeah. I am so blessed. I am so grateful. I am so blessed. Meister Eckhart said, if the only prayer you say every day is thank you, that would be good enough. So let's do this. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. You got it. Let there be peace. I am a stand. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We need it right now. We are making a new world now. One more time. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. 3 times now. We are making a new world now. Let's declare it. We are making a new world now with kindness and love. We are making a new world right here, right now. We're gonna do it. It's right now. Amen. We're doing it. I love this. This was in the Daily Word recently, and it just said, I am divine. I am divine. Freed from the illusion of separation, I am aware of the divine presence everywhere, expressing through everyone, because we are all divine. So this is my Valentine's love song to all of you. So just you can close your eyes if you want and just take this in. Take this in as if Spirit is saying this to you. You are beautiful, true, and divine. You are beautiful, true, and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. You are beautiful, true, and divine. Can you see the beauty you are? Blazing like a shining star. If only you could see what I see, the perfection of your divinity. And you are beautiful, true, and divine. Sing with me now. You are beautiful, true, and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. You are beautiful, true, and divine. But I know that there are times when you doubt the effect of all you give out. But everyone who knows you agrees that the love you give is your legacy. And you are beautiful, true, and divine. You are beautiful, true, and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine. And you are beautiful, true, and divine. And I see it in everything you do. And I see it in you. I see it in you. Are beautiful, true, and divine. You are beautiful, true, and divine. When I look in your eyes, I see you shine, and you are beautiful, true, and divine. You are beautiful and true and divine, and we take that beauty, that spark of divinity, and we hold it in our hearts, giving ourselves acknowledgement for everything that we are, everything that we do, who we are. And we take that spark and we shine it out into the world with everyone we meet, even when we have masks on, that they can see that spark in our eyes, that you can walk by someone and they're just going to feel like, wow, what just happened? I just felt something from that person. And you're taking that spark and you're shining it. That spark of kindness, that spark of love, and that's what heals the world, because that person might spark off to someone else. And it all started with you, because you are beautiful, true, and divine. And you are beautiful, true, and divine. Just remember, you're beautiful, true, and divine.